Yes, what's up? This was Jones, and wait, hold on a second. There's something wrong here. I know. Forget these. Yes, I forget my sunglasses, and yes, I am a guy who wears sunglasses indoors. So, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jones, back with another anime topic video. I want to review this anime that I have been meaning to review for quite some time now, and it's this right here, Street Fighter 2 anime. Street Fighter 2V is what it's called. Now you're probably thinking, damn, he doing another Street Fighter review? Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, because I am a big Street Fighter fan. Street Fighter 2V is an anime that never actually came out in America around the time when it was actually going. So, when I first saw this years ago, around 2004, I remember thinking to myself, wait, hold on a second. When did this come out? Like, I remember literally flipping through the channels and I saw Street Fighter 2V, and I'm thinking, when the hell did they create another TV series of Street Fighter? Because I've seen the last Street Fighter series that they had, it was a TV series that came on the USA Network around like 1993, but I never seen this before at the time, around in 2004. So this came out around 1998 or 1999, somewhere around the late 90s is when this came out, but I saw it in 2004. So this anime right here is basically a prequel. You know, it starts off with Ryu and Ken as the main characters. Of course, they're the main characters, they're the focal point characters. Ryu and Ken are these two young, brash, free-spirited, egomaniac teenagers. They're 17 years old, in this one. They're 17-year-old kids looking to basically have a good time and have fun, like teenagers. So, Ken sends out a letter to Ryu for him to come to America because it's been a long time since they've been around each other. So once they get around each other, they're trying to have a good time. Ken, he's the free-spirited one, he's the wild one, so he's trying to make sure that they have a really, really good time. And one of the ideas that Ken comes up with for them to do is to go out to a bar. Now these guys are 17 years old, they're not 21 years old, so what the hell are they doing trying to get into a bar? Well, let's be honest here, teenagers, they do that shit. So he's trying to get into this bar, they ain't trying to get in this bar, which they do, but they actually bribe the guy, they bribe the bouncer, with some money. Ken is filthy rich, so they're able to get in, and as they get in, they see that these girls are with these Air Force guys. Ken and Ryu take the girls, well really Ken does, he takes the girls in, this is when the fight breaks out. Ryu and Ken, they beat up everybody, they beat up all the Air Force guys. Now we all know who's with the US Air Force and Street Fighter. Of course, the military man, Gaio himself. So Gaio shows up in the bar, he walks through the door and he sees that all his friends are laid up on the ground and he knows who did it, obviously Ryu and Ken. So what he does is say, you know what, I'm going to teach you young punks a lesson. And that's what he does. He teaches these young punks, Ryu and Ken, a lesson. But it wasn't Ryu and Ken versus Gaio, it was just Ryu versus Gaio. So Ken figures, well, they have a code of honor. They don't gang up on guys 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 4-on-1. They only believe in 1-on-1, 1-and-1. That's what they believe in, 1-on-1. So Gaio fights Ryu 1-on-1 and Ryu gets smashed. He gets smashed really, really easy. When I tell you Ryu gets smashed easy, he gets smashed easy. Like literally, he made him look like a punk, like a nobody. Like literally, he got smashed really easy. His face was all bloody up, it was all puffy. The man needed an ice bag and everything, so he got beat up. So what Ken does is, Ken looks for Gaio a couple episodes later, I think about one episode later, episode 2, and then he finds Gaio eventually, then he has his chance to fight Gaio. And guess what? He does no better, he gets his ass whooped too. So Gaio smashes both of them and he teaches both these guys a lesson, for being like young, immature punks. So what Ryu and Ken decide to do, they decide, you know what, we need to get better as fighters. We need to get better at Street Fighter because all they did was fight in tournaments and won them all. They could win that style of fight, tournament style of fighting with rules, but they didn't know how to actually fight in an environment without rules, a street fight. So what they decided to do is they decided to learn it so they can become better fighters. So they go on the adventure. So this is where all the adventure comes in, where all the altercation comes in with the other Street Fighter characters such as Sagat, Vega, Fei Long, Bison, these guys, and a couple of other groups. They get into it with this, this underground criminal organization. They fought in this underground, illegal fighting arena, and then getting into it with all these people, who was betting money, because all these people was betting on money for Ryu and Ken to lose, but of course they didn't. So they fight these people, and they're, at one point Ryu gets, what is the word I'm looking for? Framed. Ryu literally gets framed for having drugs inside of his bag as he was in the airport. He was trying to go somewhere, and he gets framed. So he ends up in prison, and that's what Sagat is. Sagat and Ryu have a rivalry in the Street Fighter world. They have a rivalry, in the Street Fighter universe, and Sagat was really, really different. He was nothing like he is normally. He was a good guy. He didn't have a patch on his eye. He didn't have that scar yet. They fought, but Ryu didn't give him that scar. Ryu was the guy that gave Sagat that scar. So in this Street Fighter, Sagat was a good guy. Don't really understand why, but he was a good guy in this Street Fighter. So Street Fighter 2V was really, really good. I thought this was a really good anime. I would say it was underrated because I don't think a lot of people even know about it, and they just don't know what they've been missing. So you should get Street Fighter 2V. There was also a really good fight between Fei Long and Ken. They was filming a movie together, and they decided, let's fight each other, and let's fight each other for real, so this fight scene could be the best as possible. Because they was filming a movie. Fei Long is a TV actor. So really good anime. Pretty much every character in the Street Fighter 2 video game is in this right here. Fei Long, Chun-Li, Cammy, the list goes on. Ryu and Ken, obviously. They even had Charlie from, he was in Street Fighter vs. X-Men. Some of you probably know who Charlie is. So Street Fighter 2V, pretty damn good. If you haven't seen it, find a way to watch it, buy it, look at it on the internet, just find it and watch it. So if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. You won't get a ticket if you click it. I'm out. Deuce.